this is what we want. We want women to become sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Please make no mistake. I want everyone to
I
become
got a
sneakerheads.
question.
But
I got a question.
I'm a true, I won't say I'm an OG, but I'm a true like sneaker wearer. Like I only wear what I like. It's not because of hype. It's not because Kanye, Virgil. It's because of like what I like. And so I think that's what I like. Cause I don't know. I'm coming back all the time, y'all. Y'all some good people. Y'all know. That's super true. So y'all said it. I'll say it too, but y'all said it. But yes. So I'm literally
y'all consider it. It'll be
oh
like,
yeah, we're so considerate.
It'll be like little snacks and shit.
Oh my God!
Super Bowl
You guys
party.
really realize the stuff?
We inviting the homies over. Baby gonna bring the balloons, the cake.
It's gonna be sausage and crackers and
I
beer.
didn't know you guys actually will
That's
be
it.
co-ed. You heard it here first. It's gonna be on celebrating National Rose Day, which is June 12th, Saturday. We're gonna have Grails and Grace. So you need to come see it.
Let's do it. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Utopia Souls. I am your host, Jay Smooth. Man, I got my people with me today. I got my boy Gussie to my left.
What's happening?
Hey, I got my boy EJ way down there. And the reason we say way down there is because we got somebody separating us, man. Guess who's in the building today?
I love the hype. I love it.
Tausha. Hey, HerGrails.
Yes.
You gotta help me with the. I know it, but look,
Yeah.
I need you to correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, I will now.
The Spirits HTX.
Oh, Women in Spirits. Yeah.
Women in Spirits.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
SneakerCensus.
Yeah.
And Graceful
Laces.
Graceful Laces.
Yes.
You know what?
Laces.
So dope.
And the Space
Yes.
HTX.
And
I'm
the
sorry.
SpaceHTX.
Space HTX. You've
Y'all
done
check all of
so
them,
many.
by the way.
Huh?
So y'all check all of the spots out.
Yes, please follow them all.
So I'm gonna put it up on the screen. You probably see
Thank
it
you.
right around there somewhere. And y'all go follow her page, man. But look, we're gonna get into a dope interview with Tausha Sanders.
Thank
know what I'm saying? So if you don't know, you finna know.
Okay. Oh, I love
So
that.
please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And we're gonna jump right into it. But before we do, we have a special thing we do
Okay. Oh gosh. I'm
before we
nervous.
do an interview. But you brought the right thing to do it.
Okay.
We have a segment in our show called What's on the List.
Okay.
Alright? We're gonna let the ladies go first. As
Okay.
we always do. We're respectful gentlemen.
Thank you. Okay.
So if you have a dope story, maybe you copped them, maybe the ex-boyfriend, you stole them from them, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
share your story about what's on your feet.
Okay, well, I'm wearing the Fire Red 4s, the most recent release. I know a huge story about these, but these are my first 4s. I'm not normally a 4 girl, but I love a good, of course, black, red, white colorway.
Right.
So, I like them. I'm a low top gal, so this is a perfect shoe for me, and it's become like one of my dailies. I like wearing them at least once a week, so I wouldn't say the most comfortable. 4s are not too comfortable. That back tab, that back tab killing me. Why didn't y'all warn me about these 4s?
I heard that.
But yeah, nothing too crazy. But yeah, shout out to the Fire Red 4s.
Hey, you want to give us some more info on the 4s?
So yeah, I guess I can piggyback off Ms.Tausha because guess what? I decided to wear 4s today too. So today I have on the taupe 4s. These released this year. I can't even remember what month it was. It wasn't that long ago. But she stands correct. They are not that comfortable. Putting them on, depending on how your leg is designed around the calf or the back of the heel, it will burn your shit up.
Yeah.
I wear long socks.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I'm starting to realize that.
But it's all in all, it's a good looking sneaker to wear.
Yeah.
Shorts, jeans, joggers, anything.
Yeah.
You can pull it off. So that's what I'm rocking today.
Yay, Team 4s.
Mr. ADI and the
Yeah,
Oh, so we gonna flip it on me? I kept it real OG today.
I love
Since
them.
we were doing somebody so original, we were interviewing someone so original, so dope, I figured I had to represent that same energy, and I kept it OG with the 2018 release, the anniversary MX1 Anniversary Red.
Yeah.
So, nothing really special to brag about. MX1s are always comfortable.
Yeah.
That's our shit.
Hold on.
I seen it.
Peep me though.
You see
know
what
what I'm
he did?
saying?
Yeah.
Peep me
I ain't
though.
mad at you though.
Hey, you didn't want to tell me your plug, but I found it.
I ain't mad at you.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad
But
at
I
you.
found it though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'ma just do it socks. My boy wore them things to the Sneaker
Yeah.
Summit
Oh, okay.
out there in Austin. And I never asked you where you got them from. You never offered that advice. But when I found them, I was like, I gotta wear them and stun on my bro.
Man.
Before we get to EJ, so look, coincidence, I had to buy those socks in order to get my ticket for these.
Oh
No
wow.
lie, I didn't, I want these
No,
socks. It just happened that way, so look, I ended up having them shoes on today.
Yeah.
Well, come on, EJ, with enough of come on, let's see what you got.
Mr. ADI.
Man, you already know I got to be the oddball out of the group. I got some Ultra Boosts on from last year. These just happened to be the Sydney, Australia, that they came out with. My closet is full of runners. I'll be honest, y'all ain't seen even a quarter or a third of my closet yet, but most of my closet are runners and trainers. I like to keep it comfortable. And to me, Ultra Boosts, that's, you can't get much more comfortable than that, personally.
Yeah.
From
That
my-
boost changed the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the boost is life.
we were just talking about uncomfortable shoes. So
Yeah, so you showing us up right now.
yeah, honestly,
Hey,
you're the
that
most
color
comfortable.
popping.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
with the gold lace tips though.
I
y'all
like
probably
it.
can't see it on camera with the gold lace tips. Those are the laces that came with the shoes.
Oh wow, I love it.
Those
They
laces
be showing up.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Tausha, tell the people, tell us, Utopia Souls, about yourself and how you developed a love for sneakers.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Tausha Sanders, born and raised from Lincoln, Nebraska. I reside in Houston. I've been here. It'll be 6 years July, so I'm really excited to be here. I think I'm a resident vet. Yeah, I'm a Houstonian now.
What side
And
of town?
I'm like
represent?
Medical Center Energy. I don't know if I represent it, but I've been there and I
That's
love that
like
area.
I don't know
mid
what we-
south side,
what we-
mid south
yeah.
side.
Oh.
When you
Okay.
grow up, how you?
Oh, I don't know.
Ain't no. Okay.
Mid south side. Yeah.
I don't know. No, listen, I'm just here and I love it. I love that area. Excited to be here. I love Houston. I'm definitely gonna be here. I feel like for the rest of my life. But yeah, and then I'm the founder of HerGrails. We throw sneaker events tailored towards women. So making sure there's that community of women that were represented, were showcased, were included. So absolutely, thank you. Come on now, we need it. And so yeah, we mainly do it in Houston, but maybe this year we're trying to kind of expand a little bit, test out the waters in different cities. But we just celebrated 3 years in February, so I'm really excited to see what the rest of this year has to come.
So how would you describe the birth of HerGrails?
The birth of HerGrails. So at the time I was working with Sneaker Summit, and I think everybody knew me as like the Sneaker Summit girl at the time. So I was getting a lot of inquiries about like going to other events, hosting events, brand collaborations, and I was like, oh, maybe I should start doing my own thing. Talked to the owner. We eventually decided to do the female division of Sneaker Summit. So we were called Sneaker Summit. And essentially, yeah, that's what it was, the female version. Like, we throw events, but we're making sure women are incorporated, involved, there's something for us. Because even at the Sneaker Summits, when I first started there, I was with them for 5 years. Like, there would maybe be 2 booths for women at these events, and I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So just making sure we had a booth, making sure it was stuff that we liked, sizes for us there, more female vendors, more female activities. And then we changed the name, we relaunched last year in August, well, May technically, and then we had the relaunch brunch in September, August. And then, so I think just, it was organic, it made sense. Like, the next step was to do something in the city. I throw events. This is what I do. I feel like it just makes sense.
Man, y'all are most definitely leaders, man.
Oh, thank you.
Because what I'm getting from your story is basically you saw that not necessarily that you're not being shown love as a woman in the sneaker community, but hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and make our own avenue for this right
Exactly.
here. And I'm not mad about that.
Right.
But a question I do have for you: how did you build a connection with these other females, like the Cassidy, Trubisky, and yourself? Like, how was it from? Was it derived from the Sneaker Summit, or did y'all just have like this mutual connection through social media?
And to add on to that question, was it a part of your decision to move here from Nebraska to Houston? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's that important too.
So to answer your question first, yes and no. I moved for Sneaker Summit. I went to art school in Kansas City, graduated with my bachelor's in fashion marketing. I have a bachelor's of arts in fashion marketing. Then went to Boston for the old heads who remember Karma Loop. I worked I interned at Karma Loop in Boston, was eventually hired on as their social media marketing manager. Stayed there for a little bit, and then went through a bunch of winter storms, and I was like, I got stuck out. So came to Houston for Sneaker Summit. Yes, applied. They accepted my application, hired me, and then I moved down. I was moving anyway, but luckily they hired me. And to answer your question, yeah, I feel like some of it was Sneaker Summit, but again, like a lot of it is just like women in sneakers. It's not at that time, especially. You know, it's very prevalent now, but even then, you know, 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, it wasn't as big. And so it's like the women's community was very small. Like everybody knew everybody, or we knew of each other. And so, yeah, I mean, it might have been even through women's events, because I go to a lot of women's events, obviously, to support women. But I think that sneakers definitely brought us together, though. That's like the common denominator that I talk about all the time. And I say this often, even with men and women, like, no matter where you are, how much money you make, sneakers is that common denominator. So we can talk about what's on your feet, whether you're 80 years old or 15.
Right.
So, and you know, whether you make $1 million a year or 40,000. So, but no, definitely sneakers brought us together. It's made me closer with a lot more women. Collabing is like what we love to do. So even if you're not in the sneaker industry, but you just like sneakers. So I've collaborated with tons of women who aren't in the same industry, but like sneakers. And that's really the main goal, especially in Houston. I feel like, you know, just bringing women together.
Right.
Have you ever been out? You're not really doing an event, right?
Okay.
And you see maybe a group, one or two females, right? And you see a particular pair of shoes, and it's like, one question. What would be a shoe that would catch your eye? And two, is that an invitation to say, I gotta talk to this person?
Oh yeah, I think it's an invitation anyway, especially if it's like some crazy shit you've never seen. I would say for sure, and this has happened before, like before Melody signed with Jordan, if you had the Melody Reeboks, I would be like, oh, that's crazy, because not a lot of women had those, and not a lot of women were hip on Melody yet. And so before she had the Jordan deal and she did her Reeboks, I think I saw a few women with those, and I was like, yo, because we had even in 2018, we did a sneaker charity ball, and someone came in with those, and I was like, yo, that's nuts. But I don't know, what's another crazy shoe? I mean, now there's a lot of hype. I'm trying to think like back. Like when it wasn't as hyped out, you know what I mean?
Like when the Shaq Gnosis dropped, like you talking about something like that?
Yeah, or like even, man, if I saw a chick with, I mean, or even some retros, like even then, because not a lot of women were rocking J's like that. Or like before the Easy era, before the Off-White era is what I'm talking. Or maybe if they was rocking SBs maybe 5 years ago. It's like, whoa, what you know, baby? What those? Yeah.
Houston area females, I would say this in high school. Most females I know were rocking.
Yeah, but I feel like it was more like
because there was a cultural thing.
That's
you talking about like
if you're a true
sneakerhead. Like I said before on the past episode, I was explaining to them on my on personal opinion, I feel like my first witness as a sneaker collector, not for me personally, but other people, Nike Dunks.
Yeah.
The lows.
Absolutely.
They had names for them and all that. So if you saw somebody around your waist.
Right.
That was just buying all these different colorways. It was like, you know, a little something.
Yeah, exactly. No, but definitely, I mean, my friends were wearing that in high school as well, and counterparts, but I feel like it wasn't like because they were sneaker enthusiasts or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the women that are truly collected.
They were just grabbing because they were the popular shit.
Yeah, or you wanted to fit, for
you
school, you know, whatever, which is super fine.
That's an amazing feeling when you're just out and about and you see somebody with a certain shoe.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Oh, I love that.
You up on your games. You know something.
Yeah, like how'd you get those? And that's happened. I've seen women. There's been some times where women have shoes on their feet and they haven't even released yet. And I was like, hold on, how'd you get those?
It tells a lot about a person.
Yeah.
It definitely tells a lot. And you know they have some information that you probably would want to know.
Yeah.
To me, it really strikes up something in me that I want to go talk to them and have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Hey man, I see you with these, you know, these. I don't know.
But it hurts my feelings when I run into them and then like they know absolutely nothing about the shoes.
Oh my God.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Which is rare, but it happens.
Yeah, like you'll see somebody that, you know, they got like, let's say the Noir Fords up last year. Not the Noirs, the Off-Whites, the ones that nobody can get their hands on.
The
sales.
Yeah.
The sales. I saw someone at a gas station one day with them on the gas station. And they did not know anything about it.
See, and was it a female?
Yeah.
Because that was a female shoe.
Yeah.
That was a women's shoe.
But
That's
they
so.
had the women's sizes though.
Yeah, but it's still a women's sizing. So it's a women's shoe, and that's why I feel like. That's why I was like, I was trying to say like, because now it's like it's so easy to see those, like you know what I mean, or easier.
Yeah.
But I'm always like torn because it's like. This is what we want. We want women to become sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Please make no mistake. I want everyone to become sneakerheads.
I
But
got a question.
I'm a true, I won't say I'm an OG, but I'm a true like sneaker wearer. Like I only wear what I like. It's not because of hype. It's not because Kanye, Virgil. It's because of like what I like. And so that's what I like. Because I will don't get it twisted. My daily rotation is like Off-White, Air Force One, Vans, Stan Smith, like I'm real, like regular classics.
Okay.
So I think that a lot of it's right now is that hype culture, and so it's like no, you don't have to have a Yeezy, an Off-White, you know, even a Jordan 1. Like it can be, you know, a many other shoes. So that's like it's like my complex every time, especially when they're only buying it because of hype. They have no idea what it is. No, they don't. Nor do they probably care. They're just wearing it to take their picture and look cute.
So let me ask you a question. Since we in a conversation about hype shoes and all that,
Okay.
I never asked a female this question.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
I really didn't think that y'all might not give a damn about it. Now, on the subject maybe about bags and all that, you might feel some type of way. Okay, so we maybe like 40 or 50% of most of our episodes, we've had a conversation about fake sneakers.
Okay.
So when he mentioned the whole point about seeing the chick that had the fours on, and she didn't even know what she had on, it ain't a secret.
Right.
These fakes are floating around
That's
like coronavirus right now. So
Yeah.
how do you feel being a sneaker enthusiast about replicas? Being the new hype right now.
Yeah.
And I think people really don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
So what's your take on that?
No, and that's true. I know a couple people with the fake Dior's and ones, and they don't care. But so I think personally, I wouldn't do it. I purposely. But I usually get mine from a credible source. Most of the time, the store or the app. But man, it's some of them are really good fakes, and I think like ultimately, man, I don't know how. I think as a grown, knowing adult, especially if you're in the industry, let's say you're just a guy that needs to go to work and doesn't care about his shoes, you know what I mean? Just got them off the street, whatever, cool. But I feel like as a grown, knowing adult, possibly in the industry, also maybe going out, you should maybe not do
To me, it feel like an empty ass purchase because it's like you got the shoe. It looks like the shoe that you really wanted, but it's not that shoe. It's not
exactly. It's hype culture. It's not that serious. It's to me, it's not that serious to have a fake anything at this point. And I get it, like you said, even with purses or whatever. But man, it's just not. as me at this age.
Everybody can't take their L the way I did. So last episode.
You bought a fake?
No.
Oh, I was like,
but I've been offered to buy them, and I see them all the time, and I'm like, there's no way. So I wanted to get. All right, so we'll talk about the Hyper Royal ones. I wanted those so bad.
Really?
To the L.
Okay.
Right. Got online, started looking for them, offer up in all these different places. Right.
Okay.
Lady says, "Hey, I just sold out, but I can get them in 2 weeks. Do you still want them?" Hell no, ain't no way in hell.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell you finna get these in 2 weeks and still charge me $250.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I don't know, man. Especially resale. It's so crazy.
The restock, I already know because I called the stores. The restock wasn't gonna be for another month.
Oh wow.
So there was no way you was gonna get your hands on these again. And then only sell them for that low amount.
Right.
And that's another, I guess, red flag, right? When you start seeing shoes at the 200 price range, and you know they just sold out or they just released.
Yeah.
They used to around 4.
Yeah.
So last episode, I threw a fit. I flipped the table. We had I was so upset.
He was
because shit just didn't go my way, and I took L. I took 3 L's. I didn't get the Raging Bulls. I wanted those.
It happens.
I didn't get the Hyper Royals. I didn't get the Universal Blue Forwards.
Yeah.
Right? So I shot my shot at all of those and I missed. But I'm not taking the chance to buy fake.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no purpose.
Unless you know the reputable source. Oh, it was reputable?
Even then, we had this debate. We tend to think that those could be like maybe a B grade of a Jordan.
B grade,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a B grade is very rare. I feel like that almost never happens. So that's why it's either a fake replica or the shoe. So but that's what I'm saying. 50-50 is usually one of the two.
And if that question is still there, don't buy it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Take your L and
strictly
keep it
team
moving.
retail. So make no mistake, I pay retail for my kicks.
Right.
And if I don't get it, I don't get it. It's not meant to be. And so, sometimes you can catch, resale like StockX. I've bought shoes on there that were under retail, because again, sometimes it wasn't a hype shoe at the time or whatever. So that's a possibility. Or, somebody that didn't know the size, especially when it comes to women, they're like, oh, I ordered the wrong one. And so maybe they're just trying to get rid of it. But no, I'm team retail. Like, I don't think I've ever paid over retail for a sneaker.
Yeah, I don't like to.
Because I'm also, again, it's not meant to be.
We talked about this last episode. That whole couple pairs I have paid on retail for just because I
You had to have it?
Yeah, because, lately, as of late, especially like since the pandemic started, just sneakers been just being introduced to the sneakers.
Yeah.
You can't get your hands on them.
No, it's tougher. It's been a lot more.
Yeah.
It's been a lot tougher.
So certain pairs, I will, go ahead and bite the bullet.
Look at him. He be paying them extra coins.
I can't do it.
I can't do it,
I
sir.
don't really like
I
to.
want what I want on my feet.
What's the question?
That's true.
I do have a question, and while you think of yours. What was the sneaker? I'm gonna phrase it just like this. What was the sneaker that took your virginity?
Oh, okay. It's a toss up, but I'm pretty sure it was and it was a Nike SB, the Thai Temple. It had, man, that was like the first time I was like, oh, I need this shoe and I have to ask people for the shoe. And especially I was still in Nebraska at the time. This is like 09. And so I was like,
any hype around the SBs at the time?
yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't think I realized how hype it was though.
Was
like,
it
I
really
just wanted
like the
that
skateboard community?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. So I got them at a skate store.
Okay.
And it was in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
What was it called? I think it was like BBB. And so again, in Nebraska, this is really rare. Like, we don't get releases, and I'm sure it was very limited amount. But I still have those shoes. I'll never get rid of them. They're beat. But yeah, that was like my first shoe that I was like, I have to have.
First love.
Not necessarily my first sneaker, but that was where it kind of turned me. I was like, oh, I'm becoming a sneaker collector. This is what I like, more to wear for fashion than for like, comforting, like just to wear kicks. It was more like I needed to have these to be cool and have, like, look fun and all that good stuff. So that was the one.
So how would you say women manage sex appeal with sneakers?
Yeah, I think that, again, man, I could talk about this all day and I don't want to sound bitter, but like we've come a long way. You guys were not always like, oh, I like chicks and kicks. So, especially when I moved to Houston. To be very clear, Houston, when I moved here, I was in my sneakers and they wasn't having it. Like, I remember going out with men and they'd be like, you're wearing that? And, oh, you're not going to dress up? Blah, like, I vividly remember it. Like,
give me a time frame, like around.
This is 20, I moved here 2015, summer 2015.
You about right.
So, absolutely. It was not, and I mean, and again, not just Houston, but that's where I was living, but in a like as a whole, like we weren't as coveted as we are now.
Right.
And that's why I say man, I'm not complaining. It's such a great time for sneakers. Obviously my business is sneakers, so I'm loving it. But I think now, thank God, that you guys are realizing like, we can make it look cute.
Right.
We've always had it that way. I just think that, you know, now that it's come full circle and you guys realize that. But yeah, like my staple is dresses and sneakers. That's what I do. Especially in college, it was like bodycon dresses, skin tight dresses, and kicks. So, but I think also even like the oversized fits and everything is still appealing to men now. Like,
Right.
You know, I think especially when women can pull it off correctly. Like, I love a great balance of feminine and masculine. So wearing, you know, a cute dress with sneakers, or again, vice versa. Like, I'll wear heels as well, but again, baggy clothes. Because I'm a big streetwear girl. That's like where my background comes from. Because I said like Carmel or whatever. So, you know, I love a low-key flex. I love when a girl, you know, has the confidence to rock kicks and whatever, anywhere. Yeah. Like, especially now, especially after the pandemic, babe, we ain't wearing these heels at the clubs no more. So it's like, hey, this is what you get. So I think we do it, some women do it effortlessly, and I think that, you know, it's just something about their persona.
That's when it looks the best.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, this is what we rock, this is what we really rock on, like, you know, because you can always tell a girl that just put on some kicks.
Yes.
But like
you
the
can
women,
tell when you try.
It's the attitude and the energy.
Exactly.
Confident sellers.
Yeah. I love it. And so that's what I'm saying. I hope it stays such a great time. And I love it because now I'm like, okay, thank you. I don't have to wear these heels to go to dinner, okay? Or to go to the Galleria. Like, I'm not wearing heels to that.
So do you think your influence is strong enough to where, like, say for instance, it's not a hype shoe. It ain't a Jordan 1. It ain't a Yeezy. It ain't none of that. How big of an influence, or do you see yourself as being one of those that can bring, not necessarily bring out a shoe, but say a shoe that might not be considered as very popular? If you wear it, how many people do you think that will look at you and be like, you know what, I need to find out what sneaker that is?
Oh my God, what a great question. I've never been asked this, but I think about it often. So, amazing question, because I always say I'm not an influencer. And everyone's like, yeah, you are. I'm like, no. But I do realize the power of my influence.
Right.
So, and I realized it at the Air Max Day event, and before that, but specifically, like, I say in all my interviews, my favorite shoe is the Air Max 90 Infrared. So it's not like super hype. You know, it has some hype in past years. The new release wasn't like as hype, but I kept telling everyone that it was like, it's coming back out. I'm getting my 2 pairs. This is my shoe, dog. And I went to the Air Max Day event, and this girl, I was like, oh, I like your shoes. She's like, I know it's your favorite. That's why I bought them. I was like, what? So, and that's happened a lot of times, actually, just with that one shoe. So, not to be like, oh, everyone's buying that Air Max 90 because of me. Because it was sitting, like, I think it was low-key slept on, and that's why I got 2 pairs, and that's why even my friend got it for that Air Max Day event. That was months after. And so I think, like, that I do realize that women kind of look at me to, like, for fashion inspiration. They're like, oh, she wore this, and I've had that too, where another girl took a picture, and she's like, I'm wearing the exact same outfit, thank you for the inspiration. And she had literally the exact same outfit on. So I think that I'm realizing that. I wouldn't say that, I still wouldn't say I'm an influencer, but definitely like I'm influencing women to how to wear shoes, what shoes to get. I mean, again, and these are inexpensive shoes, you know, I mean, Air Max 90 wasn't that expensive. And then also I'm a huge Air Force One, low and mid or high, honestly. But mid and low specifically for women, I think I always am like, people are like, oh, what do you start your collection off with? I'm like, that. Every summer, are you kidding? So 2 times a year, you gotta restock on the all-white cocaine, okay? So it's like, you know what I mean? And you can rock that with anything. I always say that. I be like, nah. At the end of the day, if all I had in my closet was some Air Force Ones, some slides. I'm a slide gang gal. Like, baby, I'm living some slides. You saw that meme that was like, I know my slides. I'd be like, where the hell are your other shoes? And that's what, man, I got so many slides. And so, yeah, just regular. I think I think sometimes they just need to see it on other women.
Correct.
To see how, like, oh, I could rock that
So
too.
that is possible.
Yeah.
Influencing.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah,
man, I know. I am, but I'm not. I'm not an influencer.
You're being
Please.
modest right
No,
now.
I'm not an
Exactly.
influencer.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my gosh.
We are,
If you don't toot it, I will. Go
yeah,
ahead.
social media is for that. So
Yeah.
with you being a woman,
Mhm.
with you being one of the founders, or if not the founder of HerGrails,
Yeah.
you're
the
opening
founder.
up an avenue for women that probably have been wanting to
Yeah.
associate themselves with other women
Yes.
that are in an industry that's
Yes.
dominated by men.
No,
With
that's
all due
very
respect.
true. That's very true.
And with, you're being viewed as like, hey, that's the big dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. That is very true. Because I
Right.
think women will be like, I think that's why they go to our events, because it's like, again, comfortable.
Yeah.
They're not going to not a male sneaker event, because that's what they,
It's a
not.
beautiful
But
thing.
like, they're like, oh, I'm like, who do I talk to? It's kind of intimidating.
Mhm.
So it's like, no, we're bringing this space for women to come. And, that's my goal, to always have somebody new.
Right.
And I think that, especially the Air Max Day event, with so many new faces, I was like, yes. They were like, yeah, we've been meaning to go. We're really excited. This is our first one, and we can't wait for the next one.
Low key, be for real. You was like, look at my babies.
No,
My
I honestly, I didn't say that. It's hilarious. I didn't say it like that, but it really is like, dog, because I do this with every event. I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's not going to sell out, or it's not going to do well. And I'm like, look at that. We did. And so it is like a proud, I guess, mom moment. Yeah, like, my ideas are coming to fruition. People fuck with the ideas.
Yeah.
People fuck with me. And so it is very, very humbling. And like, I'm honored. I'm like, I don't think I know the most. I'm not like the sneaker lady,
You
but
deserve it.
thanks. Oh my God, you guys are so sweet.
No doubt about
Guys,
it. Congratulations.
Give your flowers.
thank you.
You talked about a lot of HerGrails, right? And
Mhm.
most of these HerGrails are specified around the women
Yeah.
coming to these events.
Mhm.
Is there anything in the near future that you want to talk about that could be co-ed, that
Yeah.
the men and women can come to and have a great time?
Yes. So I usually do, I'll do a women's event and then I'll follow up with the co-ed one. I try and mix it up because men love going to our events. And I think it's more than just because women are there. But like, we throw really good events, okay? We have, drinks be flowing.
Can't no
we
man
have
play my part in the
giveaways.
same way a woman can.
Hey,
No.
come on now. I'm glad.
That's
Come
just-
on, y'all
that's
heard
just
it
being
here.
honest.
Behind every good party, there's a woman.
Come on.
somewhere.
I'm coming back all the time, y'all. Y'all some good people.
Say
Y'all
that, right?
know. That's super true. So y'all said it. I'll say it too, but y'all said it. But yes. So I'm literally
Y'all
gonna announce-
consider it. It'll be
Oh my
like,
God, we're so
it'll be
considerate.
like little snacks and shit.
Oh my
like,
God.
Super
You
Bowl
guys
party.
really realize this stuff?
We inviting the homies over. Baby gonna bring the balloons,
nigga,
the cake.
it's gonna be
the-
sausage
Oh
and
my
crackers
God.
and
I didn't
beer.
know you guys actually
That's
noticed
it.
that.
Yeah, we
But
do.
you go to a woman's
What
event,
brother
nigga,
wanna
you
buy
leave with a
balloons?
gift bag.
Yeah,
Nigga, you
Women-
get a
women
gift
can-
card,
Yeah,
flowers.
we're gonna make sure you got straws, napkins. Okay, listen, ice. Y'all need to get ice. Okay, listen.
It be the small things that make the event
Oh
strong,
my God,
right.
this is like my proudest moment.
And
that
these
you
are the
guys
things
realize
that
this.
these are the things that men forget and realize.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we did need some ice.
Yes.
Run to the store right quick.
Totally.
Oh, we ain't got no
Totally.
cooler. Oh.
We ain't got cups. Y'all done
Just-
forgot cups.
Yeah.
Listen, so many, and that's just also being my event background. But again, I feel like women are more prepared for stuff
Thorough.
like this.
Yeah.
Yes, and attention to detail. But so yes, absolutely. Our next event will be co-ed. You heard it here first. It's gonna be on celebrating National Rose Day, which is June 12th, Saturday. We're gonna have grails and grapes. So you need to come suited and booted, Rock Nation brunch vibes, Veuve Clicquot Polo Classic vibes, and then your best kicks. And
You heard it here first, man.
Hey.
You talk your souls.
So make sure you buy them tickets because it's gonna be super limited.
Oh,
Because
and how
we're
can
still in
they, where
COVID.
can they buy their tickets at?
So I think I'm gonna put. You definitely can go to hergirls.com. We're gonna have it on there. But I think it's gonna be an Eventbrite link.
Okay.
And so I think I'm gonna.
What's the price range we can
I
expect?
think in 35. Is that doable?
That's
So it'll
definitely
include
doable.
like 3 to 4 glasses of rosé.
Okay.
And of course, some light bites. And if you go to Her Girls event, it's gonna be a ton of photo ops, a photo booth, a DJ. It's gonna be like a little party. We're gonna have the dancing.
Send us the link.
Okay.
Me and Jay always collab on when we upload to YouTube.
Okay.
So I'll make sure those links are down
Please.
below. You know what I'm saying?
Please. Yeah, I think I'm gonna announce essentially Monday the 17th. I think.
That's enough time.
Yeah, and then I think if you have to be a subscriber to get the link first on our newsletter, and then I'll announce to the public. I think that Thursday the 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is. Y'all heard it
Hey,
first.
we in there.
It's gonna be so much fun. Listen, we have such good vibes. You know what I mean? DJ Shantae's gonna be the DJ. You already know she be setting it off. You know, again, like grown vibes, but with raw rose. We'll have a mimosa bar.
Yeah.
I might have you know, you guys know those slingshots.
Yeah.
I might have slingshot pull up. You can whoop around the block.
Okay.
You see, it's a vibe. It's about we setting off summer right with some rose.
That's what's up.
That's a vibe.
I'm gonna touch on something that to me is an accolade, and I feel like you can, if you choose to,
Okay.
express to the people your collaboration with Grace.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Thank you. It is an accolade, man. I feel like in 2021 I was trying to step up my game, and especially after relaunching the name, I just wanted to make sure that it was like prevalent, that everybody knew like, hey, this is HerGrails, this is who we are, this is mine. But yeah, I just collabed with them. They Mash did he customized, I think, I don't know how many, but he customized Jordan.
M-A-C-H-E?
Yes. And I think it's something numbers.
_
Yeah.
75 or something like that. I know what you're talking about.
He's a sneaker customizer.
It'll be right here.
Yeah, he's a sneaker customizer. He's a great sneaker customizer. I've met him like once, I think during like an All-Star. It might have been All-Star NOLA. But he custom made like Jordan Mid 1 for us. And they sent it in this huge box.
Another slip-on shoe. But we'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Oh. But so yeah, they sent it in a huge box, and I was you know, I think they're giving away 5, and then they sent a few out. So I was very, very honored to receive 1 pair. And then also, yeah, for the collaboration, I feel like they really represented for the Houston women, which is amazing. Comiskey was also in the campaign, and so was Cassidy. So I love it. I love to see it when, you know.
Shout out Comiskey.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was such a great, you're right, it was an accolade. It's great to work with these brands that have been around for years, you know, and these companies that, you know, you actually use. And I'm honored.
That's what's up.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for recognizing that.
Is there anything else coming up for you that you would like to reveal to the people?
So everyone's asking when we're gonna do our sneaker charity ball again. I can't say when. I want to say that we are in the works. Like, we want to do it hopefully this year, because we couldn't do it last year. It's normally in October. Another great event where you get dressed up in your formal attire and sneakers. And this is more like the end of the year bash. Thank you for the year. Also, so much fun. Again, DJs. Normally at a HerGrails event, you're gonna have a DJ, you're gonna have drinks, and you're gonna have a photo booth. So,
probably gonna have napkins.
Oh, absolutely. This is maybe a HerGrails event. The attention to detail is unmatched. You're gonna be like, wow. This is nice. So I'm really excited for you guys to go to your first one at the Girls and Grapes. But stay tuned for that. We usually announce summer. I'm hoping we can do it this year. You know, COVID seems to be not dying down, but, you know, taking a hold of. So, you know, Houston's open. So hopefully we could do that. You know, definitely follow our website, sign up for our newsletter, follow us on Instagram. You know, we're trying to create, you know, I'm trying to put Houston on the map and trying to create a place for women, and I just need all the support I can get. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I guess that's really the only announcement.
That got to be like the dopest to me. Check this out. That got to be one of the dopest recognitions is when you least expect it.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those where I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
People notice you doing your thing.
Yeah.
People value you, crown you.
Yes.
But it's so inadvertently that you just keep doing your thing and you're not even paying attention to it.
Absolutely.
Because you probably have your own personal goals that you're trying to reach.
Yeah.
But yet, you're still wearing this crown as you reach those goals, and everyone else is like,
You
follow
the
the influencer.
You are the forerunner of this women's thing. You
Oh my
know,
God,
in
because
the
it's
city.
so sweet.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's
Thank
a big
you.
thing, man. That's
It is. It's you know, over the last 3 years, I've realized, and I get every time somebody actually a lot of my events are free, but when people actually pay for my tickets, I'm like, this is crazy. I would have never thought that I would be putting on events that are mine, that people pay for and actually enjoy and want to come back and share about it with their friends, take photos. Or be like, hey, oh my God, can I get a photo with you? And I'm like, what? So absolutely, being honored. I was honored a few times this year, and so I'm excited that, you know, that I can, you know, represent well. I'm hoping, you know, I can represent not only like the Midwest, but again, like females, Houston, you know, Black women and minority women. I think it's important, you know, to, you know, give women that space and then show women like, yeah, even in the sneaker community, there's so many other jobs. You don't have to just be a reseller. Or you don't have to just own a store. So I think, I think that it's really humbling, and I'm honored to be doing what I love. It's at the end of the day, right?
You're opening doors for a lot of people.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet.
You heard it here first, man.
Yeah.
Grails and grapes?
Yes, Grails and grapes.
Hey, coming soon, man.
Coming
Say,
soon.
if you're looking for
Y'all
us, that's where you're going to find us. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, another great episode with Tausha Sanders, man.
Thank you guys.
Please like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Go check out her grails.
Yes.
Go scroll through the page. I might even put a few up, you know, take a look.
Oh, thank
and
you.
see, so you can see a few things going on with her.
Check them links down below in the description too.
Thank you.
Graceful Laces.
Yes.
Go like,
That's the ball,
share, subscribe that.
Space City.
Oh, well, the Space HTX, if you need a venue.
Yes.
SneakerCensus, we took a little hiatus, but we'll be back. And then Women in Spirits, if you like are, you know, women in the spirits industry, or you just like cocktails, join our membership. We throw happy hours every month. It's a lot of fun.
That's what's up, man.
Thanks, guys.
Another great episode. Thank you for tuning in.
Yay! Thank you. That was great. You guys are so sweet.
You did a really good job.
Really?
And
That's
I'm really impressed, man.
You are?
With-
Oh, baby, we do interviews now. Listen, I like to talk.